A herbarium is to plants what a library is to books. Herbariums are places where plant specimens are stored for use in scientific study. Each herbarium specimen contains a label that states the plant's Latin name, the date that it was collected, the person who collected it, and the location where it was found. Sometimes labels also contain remarks about the habitat or any other pertinent information. In a library, books are cataloged according to the Dewey Decimal System. In the herbarium, plants are cataloged based on their family and genus and their species name or their specific epithet. Virginius Chase founded the herbarium at Forest Park Nature Center. He left us these instructions in his own words on how to prepare a herbarium specimen. He says, "I take with me to the field 2 pieces of fiberboard the size of a folded sheet of newspaper. Also as many sheets of newspaper as I expect to collect specimens with each sheet folded separately and all held together by 2 1-inch straps 3 feet long. Plants of convenient size for the page I use in its entirety, root and all. A plant that is rare, I collect only the top with the blossom, leaving the root to live. A specimen of a tree would be just whatever looks neat on the page. When mounting the dry specimen, the root will usually be at the lower left-hand corner of the sheet. If it is too tall, I bend the stem in an A shape, and if it is slender and still taller, I bend it in an N shape. When I get home, I use 2 boards the size of the folded newspaper sheets. I lay 1 board down, put a blotter on it, then a plant within its folder. The other board is then placed on top and strapped tightly, or a pile of rocks or bricks or anything that could be used for weight. If you have no blotters and are collecting just a few specimens, you may use a half dozen sheets of newspaper just as well. The blotters or papers are to absorb the moisture from the plants. Leave the plants within the folders and remove wet blotters daily, replacing them with dry ones until the specimens are dry. I mount specimens on white paper 11.5 inches by 16.5 inches, fastened down with narrow strips of Demison's gummed cloth mending tape. Don't expect to carry plants home to put in press. They usually wilt too quickly. If you have any questions or need help, come to 107 Park Place in Peoria Heights, 1 block west of 4900 block of Prospect Road. Call to be sure I am home, from Mr. Virginius H. Chase.